Welcome back to the channel where we explore, learn, and theorize about the Marvel Universe. Today we're going to be talking about Christian Bale's Gorr the God Butcher staying in the MCU after Thor Love and Thunder, Robert Downey Jr. returning as Iron Man in the future to interact with Reed Richards, and Ultron appearing in WandaVision. If you're new to the channel, or even if you've been watching for a while, make sure you subscribe because more than 96% of you guys aren't subscribed. And if you think you're subbed, double check because apparently there's a glitch where people are getting unsubscribed from certain channels. And remember that a subscription is free for you, but it really helps the channel a lot. And you can always unsub later if you want. Now let's get started. We previously heard that the Guardians of the Galaxy had arrived in Sydney, Australia to film their scenes for Thor Love and Thunder, as well as Matt Damon, who could either be reprising his role as the actor from Thor Ragnarok who portrayed Loki, or a brand new character like Beta Ray Bill. And then yesterday we heard that Jamie Alexander, who plays Lady Sif, and Sean Gunn, who plays Kraglin and does the mocap for Rocket Raccoon, were on their way. And while we haven't heard too much about the story and almost nothing about the villain Gorr the God Butcher played by Christian Bale, according to Daniel Richtman, Christian Bale will return for more MCU films after Thor Love and Thunder. So it hopefully means that Marvel is done killing off villains after one movie, and Gorr will remain in the MCU even after getting defeated. And Richtman also said that there are plans to bring Robert Downey Jr. back to interact with Reed Richards. And while Iron Man's sacrifice in Avengers Endgame was perfect, and I along with most other fans don't want it to be ruined by him returning, given that it's all but confirmed that Chris Evans will return as Captain America, whether as Hydra Cap, or the version that went back in time to live out his life with Peggy Carter, that becomes Nomad and returns to join Namor the Sub-Mariner in the Invaders, it gives me hope that Marvel could bring back Tony in a meaningful way. And one of the things that I really want to see in the MCU is Tony Stark interacting with Reed Richards and eventually creating the Illuminati in Avengers Secret Wars. So while I don't think we'll see him anytime soon, I would love to see him return somehow in the future, possibly as a villain like Superior Iron Man. Moving on, it's been revealed that in an early cut of Avengers Endgame, Old Man Steve Rogers gave the shield to Bucky instead of Falcon. And honestly, I would be okay with either one happening, as Bucky has been Captain America in the comics as well, but I actually think that this decision was better given Bucky's brainwashing and dark past as the Winter Soldier. But according to the person who claims to have seen the very first cut of Avengers Endgame, this wasn't the only change made to the movie. During the sequence on Vormir, there was originally a huge battle between Hawkeye, Black Widow, and all the forces of Thanos, who were right behind trying to stop them. It was a slugfest, and I really think the short and tighter sequence where Natasha makes the decision to sacrifice herself was much more powerful. In the longer version, it was a decision forced by the outcome of the battle, but in the theatrical release, it's character-driven and a lot more powerful. And lastly, Google has most likely once again made a casting mistake, although I could actually see this one being real, unlike previous ones which said that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine would appear in Avengers Endgame, or that Tom Hardy's Venom will appear in Spider-Man 3. When you look up the WandaVision cast on Google, James Spader is listed as the voice of Ultron, and this could be real as Ultron could appear in one of the show's commercials or as a flashback to her time with Pietro. But usually this stuff happens due to a large amount of searches. So if everyone is searching will Ultron appear in WandaVision, Google will update its search results trying to give you the best answer as quickly as possible, and will just put that Ultron will appear in the show. So while it's definitely possible, this by no means guarantees or confirms it. But let me know what you guys think about all this. Are you excited for Thor Love and Thunder? Would you like to see Iron Man return, and if so, how? Would you have liked to see Bucky get the shield instead of Falcon? And would you like to see Ultron in WandaVision? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.